Alright guys, so in this video, I'm going to be going over how we had massive success with yet another offer. I really just want to show you guys that with a lot of these offers, we are seriously running it up. We're running up serious numbers, and these offers continue to stack up. So these are some of the results we got. So cash collected about a month period, May 21st to June 27th, $206,000. All off of YouTube videos, right? All off of YouTube videos, bro. This strategy is ridiculous. I think it's an amazing strategy. I think for most of our offers right now, we're really trying to prioritize just high ticket YouTube funnels in general. And it's one of my favorite ways to drive people because it's just such a mature audience, such a mature way to drive people. And it only targets like rich people. So bro, here's the thing. Like when you can drive people to a place like YouTube and you can talk about things that are happening, things that are really going on, long form kind of explanations and convincing people. They don't even have to see your case studies a lot of times. I'm going to do an offer breakdown of why this works so well, why this offer works so well, and who I've been working with to make this work so well. But before I get into this, just know that there's a lot of deals that I have waited to close for so long. And there's a process with these offers, but I promise you, if you follow every single process within this offer, you will get similar results with a similar client. You'll get similar results with your coaching business. These results are repeatable, they're successful, there's something you can do with your offer right now. And bro, I'm just gonna show you, this one might blow your mind a little bit. But yeah, so basically what do we sell? So we sell a coaching program. So this is basically a crypto, like a crypto coaching program. So this is basically a crypto coaching program. And this program has been running for a while. It genuinely has. My business partner has a course. He has 8+ years in the crypto market. He has 8+ years of experience in the crypto market, and he genuinely gets results. So just showing you guys some of the results that we've been touting a little bit. Like I said in my last video, when you go and actually show results, when you show you in the action of actually doing the thing that you were selling. For example, bro, if you're trading, if you're doing fitness, people want to see you in the gym. If you're trading, people want to see you trading every single day. They want to see you making money. Even if you're not making money during that day, they want to see you spotting trends. So a couple of the things that we've been doing is I made $17,000 from stealing your trades. You can see that, we're not talking about the most high value content. Like we're not talking about the most like proof, like making $15,000 scalp trading today or making $21,000 today trading, but we are showing current news. And anything that I say is anything current that you can show. If it's results, I believe it's the most powerful leverage you can pull. If it's current events, it's probably the second most powerful leverage you can pull. If you're just doing the same thing, like you're giving general tips and advice, you need to pair the other two with them. But if you can pair all three, bro, right? And the best strategy would be this, right? It would be this. So shotgun results plus current trends plus knowledge. So this would be like the how to make money with crypto in 2025. The current trends would be like how Trump is, like his tariffs are like affecting the markets, affecting the crypto market. Shocking results will be like how I made 22K today scalp trading or just day trading. Like how I made 50K today trading meme coins. Simple, right? And keep in mind, we're talking about high-ticket coaching. So high-ticket coaching, when you're talking about this, if you can show crazy results like this, I mean, even for like my YouTube channel, because the reason I show my channel a lot is because I have a very niche following. I have a very micro following, but I've made millions of dollars online coaching. I've made millions of dollars online selling programs. Now, not selling my own. I've made a couple $100,000 doing that, but I've made a lot of money doing this. And one of the biggest lever videos that I've pulled is I scaled the coaching program to $1.7 million in 30 days, showing the step-by-step breakdown. And I'm consistently showing like wires like this, and it works so well. Like if you look at TJR's videos, I always pull him up like, shut up. This, bro, like he can literally show this every single day. And I know for you, like, okay, so for some of my clients, they don't make money that fast. They don't get results that fast. Okay. You can still pull a leverage like that, bro. You can still pull a lever like that. For example, I can make micro videos like this showing how my clients made $23,000 today. And I'm probably going to on like a reel. That actually gives me a very good idea. But this content strategy is the only strategy you need. Now I'm going to go into the back end stuff of how we actually made all of this money and how easy it is, but I'm going to show you. I had to name this content because A little ADHD, but yeah, okay, so here's the general strategy, okay? I'm gonna show you. So this is a high ticket crypto multi-asset trading program where like he has all the skills to trade in each market. And so the angle around this is you can use the skills, you can use the system that I've learned to trade in almost any market, futures, Forex, crypto, markets like that. And here are the two levers that we've been pulling the most. This is incredibly simple because if you just record one YouTube video per week, let's say like one YouTube video, 2 YouTube videos per week, 3 YouTube videos per week, and you actually have like a niche channel, you can make so much money with this. I'm seeing this in full time, and honestly, with some of my offers that we got just shock value, a lot of money up front, I really don't even care that much anymore. I don't care a lot about those offers compared to this one because this one is one of the longest term offers that we can run because it will consistently make more and more and more and more, if that makes sense. So this is all we use to run this business. So you have YouTube, you have a sales team, you have email, and then you have occasional Instagram CTAs and occasional text blasts. So most of the traffic comes from YouTube. Most of it. What that means is when you have a long-term funnel like this, because the difference between YouTube is, you can have, let me just get my drawing tools out real quick. You can have one YouTube video, right? Well, let's just call this Instagram. So you can have one Instagram video, another, and Instagram is a volume game. So you have all these Instagram videos, and maybe one pops off, and it gets you a bunch of leads, right? And we'll just say like these are all Instagram videos. And you have all these arrows like popping off one, most go down, most go down, most go down, most, some of them will like go out and make you some money, maybe get you some bookings. But these are the videos where your account has like a threshold of like 500K, let's say. And I didn't mean to put a dollar sign in it, like 500K views, and that's how much you need to like get to actually make a good amount of money. Rather than if you pull a lever and you get 500K views on a freaking on a YouTube video. Let me just crash all this over. 500K views on a YouTube video. You are printing so much cash, especially if the playthrough rate is there. So what you can do is what usually happens with these YouTube videos, and I'm not even like a YouTube, god, bro, like long form content is really the move. Let's say you have like 4 of these YouTube videos and one gets like 30K, right? The other gets like 40K, the other gets 10K. Even here, which is genuinely what we've been getting, you can still, plus this isn't like reciprocally, you can still get up to 100K a month doing this. 100K, right? Right here, bro. So possible. You could probably even get to like 200 bands if you did that. We have clients doing that right now. I have clients just strictly on Instagram, just strictly on YouTube, pulling consistent results like this, making over 100K a month. And why is this? Well, you're not just leveraging, proof anymore, right? You're not just leveraging, and I call this like soft proof, right? So what you can do is you can put soft proof here. So this is like the top of funnel kind of like Lambo content. This is the, Bugattis. This is the girls, shit like that. You're using explanations and authority sharing. And this is huge. And obviously, you can show some like hard proof here too, or even like soft proof. And if you add those, you'll be a fucking machine. Like, bro, for example, I was talking to one of my boys, and I was telling him to go hard on long form just explainer content, because it doesn't just need to be YouTube, bro. Like, you can have podcasts, you can have this and the third, but YouTube is just one of those engines where like most clients are, like most, like most of your target audiences. So you have explanation and authority sharing, but I was telling my boy, because he was like, okay, you keep telling me to get on YouTube, you keep telling me, because I have 250K followers on Instagram, you keep telling me to get on YouTube, but bro, I'm not going to have that crazy growth like you're saying I'm going to because I don't have the results like you. And I was telling him, bro, because I like to look at things you can have the same effect as if you put in the same amount of effort. And yes, you are going to have to put in a lot of effort, but there are certain things that you can do to kind of mirror the effect. For example, you're never going to get as hard of an effect as just from like hard proof. But what you can do is you can come close and you can play with huge explanations and authority sharing. So find whatever you did to get the results or get a certain result and just share how much you know about it. Share long explanations of it. You can even use something like how I made my client X. Client X, or how my students made X, or you can get other people on, you can share their expertise. Like literally, this is one of the biggest things that people don't understand, you authority jack. But let's say you don't have a lot of clients. share how much you know about crypto, bro. Share how much you know about trading. This requires like real expertise, real just out there expertise. Like share a 50-minute fucking hour video of how much you know about crypto. It's that simple. Until you have this proof and until you can go crazy like this. Just using TJR as an example again, like this video is another education video of him just kind of reigniting the process and then him actually showing proof. Reigniting the process, reigniting the proof. Reigniting the process right here, showing the proof. Like, bro, he has a solid strategy of him, like, science-based trading strategy that made me, like, 291K this month. And then you go, back in again, go, back again. It's so crazy. But if you don't have results like that, show these videos, okay? Show these videos, okay? And guys, if I seem like a little, like, drunk in this video or off, I've just had, like, no sleep. Like, I've just been long few days, bro. Long few days, okay? So I'm going to show you guys the exact funnel that we're using, okay? So we are using a mix of low ticket and high ticket. Now we are selling high ticket on the front end. High ticket usually goes on all of my front end coaching programs. So we always sell somewhat like a organic source, okay? So self-book, paid ads, cold DMs. This is mostly from organic because of the video. And then the funnel will be something like a Typeform application to a VSL. Okay, so like this usually goes to a VSL right here. And then we'll guys scratch it because the Typeform is actually after the VSL, right? So they'll go to a VSL, they'll fill out the Typeform application. That was bothering me, so I'm just going to put the VSL here. Setter calls within 5 minutes. The VSL goes to the setter, or they go to a low-ticket free training WAP sequence course. We'll talk about this in a second. But most of the time, they're going to a VSL, and that VSL. So there are two funnels when it comes to this. So let's say they go from YouTube or Instagram, and then they come to this high-ticket funnel. Now, this high-ticket funnel is a VSL that we wrote. You can see that this.
What
is
if the reason you're not?
Long. We tried to pair okay, so. Keep in mind, I want to show you guys this again because it's so important. The perfect VSL should look like this. So if they're only a problem-aware audience, 15 to 30 minutes. Solution-aware audience, 10 to 20 minutes. Now, although this has like the case of being a solution-aware VSL, we probably should have made this like 20, 25 minutes, to be honest. Probably even pushing it, like maybe even 16 minutes. Because here's the thing. Even though Cameron, my client right here, is a very good crypto trader. He's been trading for the longest time. There's a period in and of itself, and the reason why he wanted to relaunch and the reason why he partnered with my company, who works with coaching programs like this, is because he needed to relaunch. It's because he wanted to keep making money. Well, you can't just pick up on a channel like YouTube or even a channel like Instagram and just go and pick up and show that you're the expert and show that you're this and the third. You have to have a whole entire resell. So you have to completely resell all of the people that you went and basically were working with. So the way that we treat this VSL is, if you guys can hear this, is we treat it like a new age thing. We treat it like a new age thing. We show proof really, really fast, and then we show why it's the best time to get into crypto, and you want to sell them on the offer, you want to sell them on the market that you're actually getting them into, and then you want to sell them on yourself. All those three things, right?
It's that your entire system and knowledge of the markets are in fact just weak. Your strategy only works when the market is hot and completely falls apart when it's not. If you're trying to build real wealth through trading, what is the fastest way to go about it? Well, it's learning how to become a quantum cipher trader.
Okay, so USP right there, quantum cipher trader. What is the fastest way to go about it? We have a really, really, really good USP right here because basically what we're doing is we're using the world falling apart. Like, I'm going to show you guys the dilemma. But we're basically pairing that with the best time to get into crypto and the reason why his strategy works in like every single market. Genius marketing stuff, right? And then it's just simple that we just made the funnel look really, really, really good. If you look here, the reason why we actually make the funnel look really good in this because, one, he wanted it, and two, we can actually show the benefits of this, so we can just honestly use this for the long term. Like, if you're ever working with a client where like you want to use your funnel for the long term, just make it look nice, bro. You don't need a crazy website, but just make it look nice, right? And then if they don't go to the funnel and they don't qualify for high ticket, well, they're going to join our low ticket program where we have like an ascension funnel there. So I try to aim for like an 8 to 10% ascension rate. Basically what that means is if they go and buy the low ticket program, they'll go and actually, we'll call them, we'll try and sell them essentially, and then we'll send them to the high ticket program. So this is, I think it's like 125. Okay, we switched it to $14.97. You're probably like, Jace, how don't you know? I don't look at the low ticket a lot because it's just not really on my focus. I have sales managers, I have this and the third, but this is the focus. So low ticket, high ticket, Typeform application DQs people. The setters go and call people to make sure, and then that way, like the reason why we make it $14.97, I just remembered, is so we can actually collect 4 figures worth of cash, and we can actually have them in a CRM pipeline and in close my sales manager can, and then he can like follow up with those people, yada, 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 yada. All right, so the funnel, VSL type from application, let's say they go to low ticket. Well, they'll always go to the setter, and the setter will make a chance to call them every single day. Well, pretty much every single day, let's say for like 5 days, and this isn't low ticket based, but we have every single pipeline here, and the reason why we use closed CRM is because you can have pipelines like this, like opted in again, no show, reschedule, applied but did not book. This is usually the one where we have the most amount of leads in. Demo booked, call canceled, bad fit, and then we can go here, and then we'll also have a low ticket one as well. I'll get into this free training one in a second and actually show you guys how I set this up. But the outcomes are usually, we have to just keep following up, essentially. We have to keep following up every single day. And most of the time, it's not every single day. Like a lot of times we'll pull marketing schemes, like doing a text blast, stuff like that. There'll be a no-show, like to the call, or they won and the call closed, and then we'll collect cash. All right, I just want to show you guys this too. So like, let's say the contact, there's other things that we do in the back end. So let's say like a few scenarios happen. One, the YouTube video goes, somebody goes and watches the VSL, maybe they're in a pixel, or they go and apply, maybe they even book and they don't close, or they go and apply and they don't book, or they're just in the funnel, and we segment based on that. You remember how I showed you that we make a lot of money from emails? I take emails and our SMS list very seriously. Some of the things that I've been incorporating into all my offers, but when people go and book a call, or when people get into the funnel, we are hammering them with emails. Like, we are hammering them with emails. I get a lot of shit for, seeing that some of our click rates are a little bit low, even though the open rates are pretty high. There's a reason for this. We work with a lot of, programs that when we're starting early where they have CSV list, and we filter them out right away, and a lot of times, like, I should do more filtering, but just take with it what you will. Like, our emails are good. Take with it what you will. But you will see that we have a 1-day email sequence with 8 to 12 plus emails. Usually we'll have 12 plus emails in here. And the reason we're doing this is because we want to hammer the crap out of them. Like, if you listen to Jeremy Haynes, you listen to his strategy. When you are giving people value and people are going and booking a call with you, you want to help them like do the most amount of research you can to indoctrinate them. So I'm going to show you this. So let's say somebody goes and books a call with us on the VSL. So they go and fill out a Typeform application, they go and book a call, they're qualified, this, that, and the third. They're going to be prompted to check their email and go and put our email in the inbox in their main inbox to actually go and confirm the call. Once they do that, they'll actually get in this book call sequence. So immediately they'll be like, warning, when 95% of traders will never understand. Crazy pulverizing email first off. And then 2 hours later, the brutal truth about why 95% of traders fail, how Quantum Cipher actually works. These are most important, bro. So if I can break it down to you in the simplest terms, let's say you go and book a call with a company. What are the two things that are going to get you hooked in first? Well, one is why most okay, so like, look, let's say you go and book a business course call, essentially, like a Tony Robbins call or something like that. And he's talking about crazy numbers. Like, going to a Tony Robbins event, like, you're going to expect crazy transformation because you've seen people genuinely change their lives, right? The first email you're going to want to get is why 99% of business owners never succeed, or why most never make it, something like that, because it gives you shock value. And then you basically show them, you break their mind, you reframe why most don't succeed so they can start qualifying themselves. And then we kind of push it again, where the brutal truth about why 95% of traders fail. I named this one differently first, and then 2 hours later, we could add another one in here, like why most traders lose and how we flip the script. But these kind of go in a certain sequence. How Quantum Cipher actually works and why it's different. So this is us selling us on the system. So if we can sell them why most traders don't succeed, why most people aren't, and we can get them to qualify themselves, then we can start being like how Tony Robbins, how this system, how this basketball make money system is better than everything else and why it actually works. So you can sell them on the system before the call through automated emails, if that makes sense. And then there's another one, why most traders lose and how we flip the script. So you're pairing like the traders with losing. I know we probably could make this a little bit better since we've been so repetitive, but we try to use this. The difference between the good traders and great ones, why your current system will eventually fail you, RE, your call. This is like this is like a thing we do that has super high open rates where it says like re for like reply and then your call. And then read this before your call. And the reason they'll do this is because like they probably already confirmed their call, which we try to confirm. And then, yeah, if that makes sense. And you're going to see like in here, we literally show what the actual program has in it, essentially. So when they get on the call, they're going to be like, wow, yeah, like, bro, I love the stories. This is what we hear. I love the stories about why most traders fail. This is why I'm different. And then they're going to be like, you know, Quantum Cipher Trader, I've been following Cam for a while. I've been following Jace for a while. This sounds completely different, and I'm very intrigued to learn more. Okay? So email segments. And then I'm also going to go to the welcome sequences. Like, okay, so this is the welcome sequence. So basically what this is every time a client opts in, I'm actually just going to show you guys the Zapier. I haven't dove deep into like the Zap in a minute, but let me just pull this up for you guys. And the reason I name drop everything, bro, is because I don't care what you guys do. Like, I know that we're going to keep growing the business month over month over month over month, and we'll be good. All right, so here's what we do. So usually when we zap someone over, I'll just make this super quick, is we send them to GHL, Go High Level, which is like our main funnel, and then we'll just send a Discord message, and I'll add subscriber to a sequence, which will automatically add them to a contact. So this sequence is usually warm lead sequence in this case. So like they book a call Discord, get OFC, and that's usually official. This is what I mean there. And this is actually our book call sequence. And then this one, basically, if you see here, now this one isn't set up, but this is usually what we do. I just don't want to show you guys the other one because we basically run like a different kind of funnel in a way, a different kind of application. But this is usually what we do. So I usually have type form right here, and then we go to close. They find the lead, path A, path B. If they're not in close, they'll get created as a lead, created as a note. And then ConvertKit, they'll get added to ConvertKit, and they'll be added to the welcome sequence. Now, the welcome sequence in here is somewhat doing like somewhat of the same thing, right? So welcome, here's what you can expect, or we'll usually say like, hey. Second email, how I stopped overtrading and finally got consistent. Very simple emails, following like the soap opera sequence by Russell Brunson. Step 3, why most traders stay stuck and how to break out. Simple, like it's softer than the book call sequence because, you know, these emails in general, bro, like they'll get more and more kind of advanced and more direct response, like calling people out. The, you know, smaller that you go, the more bottom of the funnel that you go. But what makes Quantum Cipher different? Very similar, where most traders go wrong and after finding a system. So a lot of times if we wrote the book call sequence before this, or we wrote the welcome sequence before, we'll just take what was working with the welcome sequence or what was working with the book call sequence and like put it in one or the other, right? So yeah, let me open this real quick and I'm literally showing you guys like YouTube. This is like the benefit of having like a smaller channel, bro. Like I can literally like be less formal, but I'm gonna have to get up there because bro, I'm scaling the fuck up. Like I have so much momentum right now. Okay. So if they're not a high ticket lead, you try and close low ticket. If not, move to financially unqualified for close. This is basically what I wanted to put here essentially. This is what we're planning to do after the launch, scaling past the launch. So basically just to show you guys the frequencies, and I'm going to cover out all of these channels so you guys don't really like see it and whatnot. But showing you guys the frequencies is we could be doing a lot better. So yes, we have 20-minute videos, 10-minute videos, 8-minute videos, and although these have, you know, a lot of, what's it called, like not a lot of views, the past videos are what really gave this channel the 200,000 plus followers, and you can see that like 1 year ago, 2 years ago, there was a huge drop off period. This video just hit 32K, and this made us a good 45K. So the next steps to do this is, one, increase the frequencies. So we're going to upload a 6+ hour free training on YouTube, free master course that's going to just bump us up like crazy, and that we can push everyone there. We want to kind of treat that as like a long-term funnel and run like a free course of that. We're also going to run a free course, but that's not the key right here. So ads and Hydra strat. So ads, what we're going to do is we're going to try and run a VSL, but we're also going to try and run like a Hydra strategy and actually position our offer as a crypto-like strategy. So if you can pitch your offer like a crypto-like service-based like strategy, for example, like bro, if you go to a real estate ad or like a small service like that, and it's just very simple, and they have you fill out like a lead form where it's like evaluate my house. Same thing with like crypto, you can do that, and you can have dialers just dial people up, and we're gonna try that. Clipping, short form army. This is gonna be huge for all the YouTube videos we have and going crazy on short form. 2 automated webinars. We're gonna run one for low ticket and one for high ticket, and then low ticket MRR model and Twitter strategy is like 100K on Twitter. So we're just going to push everyone to YouTube. Once we get YouTube popping, we can get everything else popping. The strategy that I want to show you guys that I've been using is pushing Twitter, bro. Okay, look at this, look at this, look at this. So I just want to show you guys this. Pushing Twitter, sorry for some of my crazy tweets, bro. Sometimes I go crazy. What you want to do, bro, is you want to push Twitter to your YouTube. And what you can do is what I've been doing actually is I've been going to Poppy and I've been like transcribing a video and I've been pushing that video, getting the transcript, getting the points of it, making a tweet of it, and then pushing it to the YouTube. This is what we need to start doing with cams here. So now if you are a coach or you run a coaching program or you run any sort of info product where it has educational value in it and you're trying to scale that company to $1 million a month, maybe you're at 50K a month, 60K a month right now, or even 6 figures a month and you want to scale it to $1 million a month, I'll leave the link to go and apply to work with us or message me on IG. Sometimes I don't leave the links in these videos because message me on Instagram. I'll see if we can work together, if it makes sense. I'm not going to do that qualified bullshit. I'm going to be super honest with you in how I think your company can scale because things are done differently. And if you're an operator and you want to scale these companies and if you want to grow these companies, if you want to work with bigger clients, if you want to use the exact systems that I used to hit over $5 million in sales over the last 3 months and $1.7 million in the month of April. The video I made I made a whole inside breakdown of that. If you want to get the systems, book a call with me below. Go and book that call. And if not, watch out for my next videos, bro. I've been posting a lot more. These videos are really starting to bang off because I'm now being more transparent about everything that we're doing and I'm not holding anything back. In fact, I'm not holding anything back, so much so that it's almost ridiculous the amount of value I'm giving out because we have been running this for a minute. It took me so long to figure out a lot of these systems, bro. So go check those out. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Let me know what you want me to create next. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about my kind of like micro content strategy, the $1 million micro content strategy that is making my brand go crazy right now, being followed by some of the top brands like Ty Lopez, making me a fucking billionaire in Miami. And we're just going crazy in 2025, boys. So hope y'all make some money and see you guys in the next vid.